up so that you hear all of what I have to say. I think I'm good. Okay, so I am back and I wanted to bring something to, I guess, my channel or to the world that has been on my heart. If you can see, my hair, I have dreadlocks now. I have been locked for 3 years and I love it. And I've been kicking myself because in 2012, I started my natural hair journey, moving away from perms and understanding heat damage and all these different things. And the woman who started me off with the 2-strand twist that started my whole natural hair journey, getting my hair back to its natural luster and curl pattern. I asked her, could I wash my hair with the twist in it? She said, nope, you'd be locking something up. My first response was, yeah, no. So she just told me, untwist, wash, condition, retwist. And I did that for 6 years, every 2 weeks. Sometimes I would just let it go because I know my hair. If I don't do it within 2 days of washing it and either air drying it or blow drying it, yeah, it's done. You can't do nothing with it unless you straighten it. And I didn't want that. And so it wasn't the first time I've heard someone mention you should, get dreadlocks. I had someone tell me, I'm going to hold you down and cut your hair off. If you got dreadlocks before, so I definitely ran from it. I had someone tell me that if you do it, they call it dreadlocks because you'll dread it and you have to cut it off. Not so. Because if I wanted to, I can comb it out, but that takes a long time. And I don't want to undo 3 years of perfection or a lifetime of perfection because that's how long I plan on having my hair locked up. And so I just began to ask myself, because I like looking at things deeper than what meets the eye. Why did I have an issue with that? Well, to go back some, when I was younger, my mother used to get my hair done every 2 weeks, faithfully. So I was just used to and accustomed to being able to change my hair, get a new hairstyle, especially when Allen Iverson was big. I had every single hairstyle he had with braids, especially since I was playing basketball, and I just liked that. And after a while, my hair started falling out, and I didn't like that. I couldn't understand why. And I got it to start growing back, and it has become longer and stronger and healthier and thicker. But I wanted to know why, because all of a sudden my hair just started falling out. And my hair is my glory. And it was because of the bullshit. I used to say, and the natural is called the bull shiggity, what I might call it, or bull sugar honey iced tea. But it was the belief systems. At some point, I knew what I wanted to do with my life. And I still do. But at some point, I was focused on it. Me not wanting to have dreads is because I had a problem with commitment at some point. I was committed to my hair, but I wasn't committed to certain things. So I go from here to there and I'd flip-flop. I flip-flop here, I flip-flop there. Even though when I was having the Allen Iverson braids, that's because I was committed to playing basketball and committed to being the best Brittniee on the court, which was a belief system. Because truth be told, basketball wasn't something that I really wanted to do. I just did it because I was told you should do this. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good at it, sure. But it wasn't my passion. And at some point, the belief systems of what I should do and how I should be came into my life. And so I stopped being committed to Brittniee and started being committed to a lot of external forces, external thoughts, conversations. And I did not and could not find a commitment to anything, really. Well, there's one thing in my life that I was committed to. But even that, it was still flaky because I'd be committed to that one thing. Then I'd go and do something else. And that one thing is looking at me like, okay, wait a minute. I thought it was you were committed to me. But then I was introducing so many different things, trying to do so many different things. So my hair started falling out. A lot of things in life, we can't understand why it's going the way it is, but it starts with a thought. I knew I wanted long hair. I've always wanted long hair. My hair was very long up to a point, and then it stopped growing, then it started reversing and falling out. That's because I stopped growing, and I started falling out of love with what I wanted to do.
Content now. Breathe to picture. Speech off.
I didn't do anything that was concrete. And because I didn't do anything that was concrete, everything that I love started falling apart. So sometimes those things we have a problem with show up in ways we don't understand. I had a problem with commitment. I didn't want to commit to something that was so long and so lifelong and long lasting, like dreadlocks. Dreadlocks is a commitment. You have to be fully committed to it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And with dreadlocks, it starts off bad. It starts off, it looks good when you start. But during the process, it gets ugly. And some people say, I can't deal with the frizziness. It look ugly, it look bad, so they take them out. I wasn't doing that. I had a lot of people saying, you should. No, I'm not doing that. I love my dreads. That's because I'm committed to the belief system that suits and fits Brittniee. I'm in love with the belief system that I really want to have. So now I'm committed to that belief system. It's a lot of things. And I know, Tippus, if you listen to this and you watch this video, I say I'm fairly private. She will most definitely say, Brittniee, no, you are not. You are extremely private. I guess you could say borderline secrecy, whatever it is, or secretive, whatever it is. But I know what my belief system is. And now my hair is growing long. And in 3 years, it's down past my shoulders. So what are you not committed to? And then look at some of the areas where something is just falling apart because you're not committed to it. Once I committed to dreads, I started really looking at a lot of things in my life that I needed to be committed to. And it all boils down to Brittniee and her own belief systems. You are given a lot of different belief systems from the time you're a child, even when you grow older, because you want to impress or be liked. But at this point, I really don't care what you got to say about me because I am not your opinion. The only person whose validation and happiness and appreciation and acceptance I'm looking for is God's. So if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with my Father, and you could take it up with him. Abba, Father, I am a daddy's girl for a reason. So I needed to be committed to me. And once I committed to that, I was able to commit to dreads, and now I love my hair. I love my hair. I love my hair. I love my hair. I love my dreads. And I'm committed to seeing them grow as long as I want them to grow. Because I now have a healthy commitment to a lot of things. And a consistency now. I was consistent with my hair looking nice. But I needed to upgrade that idea and go to a different discipline and a different way of being. And so now that I have, I'm committed to that. So ask yourself, how is your commitment? Because my commitment is to being Brittniee. And I love me. And it's being expressed through my hair because my hair is glory. And to all the women who have ever taken care of my hair over the years, I love and appreciate you. Because you helped grow my hair and helped give me the lifestyle that I wanted. And now I'm moving forward with having dreadlocks. Because I'm committed to something for real for the first time in my life. Which is Brittniee. So, until we meet again. See you next video. Hasta luego.